Good morning. We will go ahead and call the Tippecanoe County Commissioners meeting to order. If you'll please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from our June 3rd meeting.
Mr. President, I move we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. Okay. And then presentation of accounts payable vouchers.
Mr. President, I would like to recommend the claims from June 5th through June 17th, 2024 be approved without exception.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. And payroll.
Mr. President, I would also like to recommend the payroll dated June 7th, 2024 be approved without exception.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That passes. Highway. Mr. Klein.
Don't think he made it back.
Wow. Wow.
Well, Mr. President, I know that we have a performance bond. It is an amount of $427,000, $813,427,813. It is from Michiana Contracting for Concord Road, 430 South intersection improvements and traffic signal project. I move we approve that performance bond.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve that performance and payment bond. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That passes. All right, Wick.
There he is.
You're done.
See you next month.
Did you at least wash your hands?
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm requesting your signatures on an MOU with Franciscan Health Lafayette. This agreement would allow WIC staff to continue providing services for WIC clients at the hospital.
Mr. President, I would move for approval of the MOU with Franciscan Health Lafayette as submitted.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a change order for the Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Department roof.
Mr. President, this is a change order, as you said, for the sheriff's roof with Wolf Commercial Roofing, Inc. It is for some new electrical, some new exhaust fans, and it's changing the fasteners. So I'm saying that I move we approve this change order of an increase of $79,915.
Move for approval. Or I'll second that approval.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? That motion passes. Okay. Resolution 2024-13-CM. Doug, do you want to?
Yeah, this is the one we discussed 2 weeks ago. It's a resolution that authorizes, it approves a Motorola contract for the NICE logging upgrade. It specifies why you're going through a special purchasing method. In this case, it has to do with interoperability concerns, and there is a state master contract that applies to this. We did update it to have the pricing summary included, so you know what you're buying. The form of contract itself still will need to have some technical details put in. There's some dates that'll have to get completed. So the resolution says you'll sign a contract substantially in the form attached. So it's got, that'll have to be circulated, get approved by the Sheriff's Department. But and then the pricing is the first year is equipment and systems integration. That's the $367,246, and then there's the the years 2 through 6, post-warranty and upgrade prices listed, and for those 5 years, it amounts to a total of $910,908.
Thank you, Doug. I would move for adoption of the resolution as outlined by council.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Anything to add, Sheriff?
No, we discussed before, that's something we already.
Okay. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. All right, TEMA. Our last time to have Mr. Anderson before us.
Good morning.
As TEMA director, anyway.
I'm good with that.
What?
Sad, but good. You have a resolution before you that we want you to accept that donation from Audubon Fire. They're donating a 1995 ambulance. It's in great shape. It's got less than 50,000 miles on it, and we will use it for a rehab vehicle. For various reasons, the Red Cross used to do it and I'm speaking mainly of the fire departments when they're at a large working fire, either hot or cold days, just to rehab the firefighters, and we've used it, or the Red Cross would come out for dive details and SWAT call-outs and that kind of thing. So really to provide some refreshments, and this one we could put the firefighters or the law enforcement officers, whoever, inside and cool them down and rehab them. So we have, I hope you approve it, we have the truck and stripped the decals off. So that's what the request is for.
Mr. President, I move that we approve Resolution 24-16-CM, accepting the donation of the vehicle.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval of the resolution. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Thank you.
That
Thank you.
passes.
We've been kind of lacking in this area. There are some other counties smaller than we are, have had similar vehicles for a while, so it was very nice for Audubon to do that, and it will be well used, I can assure you, especially on weeks like this.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, the next item on the agenda is the appointment of Mr. Anderson's replacement as Executive Director of TEMA. So thank you to Commissioner Brown and the team from the committee from the TEMA board who did the interviews. And we're very happy to announce the new director as Jeff Houston. So Jeff is with us today. If you'd like to come up and tell us a little bit about your background and maybe introduce the folks that you have with us.
Sure. First of all, thank you very much and the trust you put before me. Background is EMS, 23 years with T's. Currently Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for the Health Department. So been around a little bit, and I look forward to the next chapter in my life. With me is my wife, Carol. 80% of my daughters. Danny, Mac, Sam, Andy, and 2 grandsons, B and Judah Man. So, and my next door neighbor.
That's great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Well, we're excited for what you'll do for TEMA, and we know you'll do a great job with the volunteers and the staff and serve the county well. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.
Do we have to vote on that one?
Oh, do we need to take an action? Okay.
Mr. President, I would move that we appoint Jeff Houston as the Executive Director for Tippecanoe County Emergency Management, effective when Smokey leaves.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. All right. All right, approval of new positions for 2025. We have an additional for the Sheriff's Department.
Mr. President, we found out as we went through this, the Sheriff Department asked for 2 more deputies, and we only requested 1 last month, but we're finding out that these are up for an SO grant, and grant could handle 2, so by saying that, I move that we add another new position of a merit deputy onto the budget for next year.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to add an additional merit deputy for 2025. Any additional conversation? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That motion passes. All right, looks like we have 2 appointments to the Human Relations Board.
Mr. President, we have 2 appointments, as you stated, to the Human Relations Commission, and that it would be Ashley Smith, who will be replacing Carolyn Johnson. That term will expire 12/31 of '26. And then Billy Brand replacing Germany Harris, and that, looks like that position expires 12/31 of '24. So with that said, I move for approval of both of those changes.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That passes. Okay. Grants. Paula.
Mr. President, would like permission to accept the grant for the Sheriff's Office, the award in the amount of $3,500 from the Indiana Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force for a delegate to attend the Celebrite certification training. There is no match from the county.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? That passes. Applications to the villa. Looks like we have 1, 2.
We have 4 applications. I would move for approval that all 4 be approved for Gary Grimm, David Smith, Anthony De La Garza, and Erica Vance.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for the approval of those applications. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes. Any unfinished or new business? Reports on file. We have a report from Central Mail, accounts payable and duplications, from the clerk of the circuit court, from the coroner's office, from the Greater Lafayette Climate Action Plan, from Wintech on the Tippecanoe County Fiber Project, and from the Tippecanoe County Public Library, and from the Tippecanoe County Treasurer. Those will be on file in the Commissioner's office. Is there any public comment?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Let me lower this a little bit. My name is Claire Eagle. I'm the Executive Director for the Tippecanoe County Historical Association. And I'm just here today to thank the Commissioners for their continued support of TCHA. We're quickly approaching our 100th year in the community. So being able to still count on the county for their support is so thankful. I thought I'd also just give a couple kind of updates about what we're working on over at TCHA. The biggest project right now is, of course, preparing for the bicentennial of Lafayette and Tippecanoe County in 2025 and 2026. Our biggest project with that is a book of 200 articles to represent 200 years of history in the community. And those articles are being written by residents of this area, which I think is really special. And of course, we're also preparing for the Feast of the Hunter's Moon in October, and I'm happy to say that our tickets for the feast go on sale next month. So we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, is there any other public comment?
I have something. Smokey, could you step to the podium, please? Since this is it'd be the last opportunity that we'll be able to say this in this setting, I think we all have something we want to say to you. We'll certainly, your event
That's what
on
bothers me. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm going to save the really, really good stuff for what will be, it'll be a kind of a roast on Friday, and I don't want to take up any time to do that right now because, and the press is here, so I don't want to do that. When you left the sheriff's office and went to emergency management, there are things that happen in careers that are just meant to be and that end up being perfect. And saying goodbye isn't easy under these circumstances, and as we get older, we do that a lot more, unfortunately. But I know the way you feel about county government, about the agencies that you've served, and I know that part of your mantra has always been to leave places better than they were when you got there, and that's not an indictment of the people that came before you. It's just a fact. And you're a special human being when you can get people from different backgrounds to be able to work together towards a common goal. That is a talent that is rare in this day and age. So I want to say personally, as your friend, you as my mentor for a number of years, and for the wonderful service that you provided. You did it a top-notch way at the Sheriff's Department, and then hit it out of the park with your second career. And I'm happy that you get to retire, spend more time with Sue and your kids and your grandkids. Godspeed to you. We love you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yep, I appreciate that, and I think you know how I feel about the agencies I've worked for, and all the county agencies. We all work together. So at the beginning of the year, I wasn't sure if I was making the right choice. I know I am now, and I'm good with that, and I'm glad you made a good choice on Jeff, and my plan is to stay on with a little bit of a sabbatical as a volunteer on the hazmat team, and however I can help at the EMA level. So thank you all. It's been a pleasure, and sometimes it seems like it was just yesterday, and then other times it seems like 46 and a half years. So most of the time it seems like yesterday. So thank you all very much.
And you're going to hate this part, but.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. You're too kind. Thank you all.
All right, anybody else want to top that? Okay, we'll take that final motion.
Move to adjourn.
We are adjourned.